American Communities Leaders and Legends Awards. Now, please welcome former CNN headline news anchors Judy Fortin and Chuck Roberts.
Well, tonight, we are going to celebrate the most accomplished and distinguished Asian Americans in the United States. Each comes from unique backgrounds. Some have stories of hurdling adversity from being an immigrant to the U.S., while others faced race and gender discrimination.
But you know what? All of them share a common bond in that they represent Asian Americans who have risen to the very top of their fields. And they're the role models and the pioneers of the Asian community. And this time, it is a great privilege for me personally and for all of you. This is the chair of the Black Award, Sachi Toto. Sachi?
Wow, what a privilege it is to have my personal friends Judy and Chuck with us tonight. A big, big thank you to you both. You know, I've been asked many times why we honor Asian Americans. And that's because many believe in the model minority myth, thinking that all Asians are smart, good in math, that we make a lot of money and we're always successful. It is true that many Asian Americans have those characteristics. Many have become a success. However, in reality, Asian Americans represent less than 1% of those who serve on boards of publicly traded companies. And that's why our honorees are so very special, so very elite. Our honorees this evening represent a Chief Operating Officer, a President and CEO, and 2 Vice Presidents of major corporations. And the grand finale of tonight's program will culminate with the WAC Community Spirit Award presented to the highest-ranking Asian American in the U.S. Army. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your support of the Asian American community and for participating in this celebration tonight.
Who's Who in Asian American Communities, Leaders and Legends honorees. Vice President of Corporate Audit, Delta Airlines. The WAC Community Spirit Award honoree is Lieutenant General Joseph F. Peterson, Deputy Commanding General and Chief of Staff, United States Army Forces Command. Accepting the WAC Corporate Champion Award from McDonald's USA is Debbie Stroud, Vice President for the Atlanta region of McDonald's USA. Congratulations to the 2010 Who's Who in Asian American Communities Leaders and Legends honorees.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, we're very pleased to have Audrey Buehring with us from the White House this evening. Audrey Buehring serves as advisor on intergovernmental affairs in the White House Initiative on Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. She's always been a part of the Asian American Pacific Islander community, having had the opportunity to work on the AAPI-related issues, particularly in the areas of education, housing, and Veterans Affairs. Please give a warm welcome. This is Audrey Buehring. Audrey?
The Committee for the Who's Who in Asian American Communities Awards believes that recognition for Asian Americans is long in coming, especially considering that the Asian Americans have had such an extensive history over the past 150 years throughout the entire 50 states. Tonight, we will learn just who Asian Americans are, how they reached the shores of the United States, and how they have survived and thrived. Our presentation this evening is entitled Celebrating Our Diversity in History, the Asian American Dream. It was written by Dr. Kim Do-hung Riemann, and the music was composed by 2008 honoree Greg Chen.
America's rich cultural tapestry includes people from all over the globe. Asian Americans contribute to this diversity and are among the fastest growing immigrant population in America today. Although people refer to Asia as a single region and one people, we are in fact a multitude of countries, peoples, and cultures. From China, Korea, and Japan in Northeast Asia, to Thailand, the Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, Indonesia, and Malaysia in Southeast Asia, to India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Nepal in South Asia, Asians speak hundreds of languages and dialects and practice every major world religion, including Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and Confucianism. Asian Americans have brought these rich cultural traditions to this country and have been part of American history for centuries. The first Asians to settle in America were the Manila Men, a small group of Filipinos who escaped slave labor on Spanish ships on their way to Mexico and eventually settled in the bayous of Louisiana in 1763. However, the first large-scale Asian immigration took place in the following century during the gold rush of California in 1848. A decade later, many of these Chinese men ended up building America's first transcontinental railroad, often doing the hardest and most dangerous jobs. These early Chinese settlers in America faced high levels of discrimination and lived in segregated Chinatowns, which became the first enclaves of Asian culture on the West Coast. Today, Chinese make up a quarter of the Asian American population. Japanese first came to Hawaii in the 1880s to cultivate sugarcane fields and also settled in California and the Northwest Coast to work on farms. At the turn of the century, in the early 1900s, Koreans and Filipinos also arrived. The Koreans went to Hawaii and California to escape Japanese colonization in 1905, and the Filipinos came to work in the sugar fields of Hawaii and the farms in California. Asians also settled in other parts of America. The first Asian immigrants to Georgia were Chinese laborers working on a canal in 1873. There were also a small group of Japanese and Filipino immigrants who settled in Georgia in the early 20th century. In the post-war period, refugees from wars in Korea in the 1950s and Vietnam starting in the 1960s